The one question that I love to ask myself when feeling stuck, lost, frustrated, helpless, and just don't know where to go or where to start is, how can I make it work for me? Hello and welcome back to today's video. In this video, I want to share with you the question that I love to ask myself when feeling really stuck and frustrated, and why that question is so powerful and why it really works. As I mentioned in the previous video, and I'm gonna link it up above and down below, the reason that you basically feel frustrated is because your current reality doesn't match who you really are or what you desire. In order to get out of this frustration, the question that I love to ask myself is, how can I make it work for me? Whenever I feel stuck, I really ask myself that question, and I instantly feel like the frustration lifting. Like, even if I don't get an answer immediately, like that question gives me the feeling that I am in control again and not at the mercy of circumstances that I cannot change or influence. Honestly, it took me a while to figure out this question, but once I found it, I was able to apply it in any situation and find like solutions immediately that would help me to get out of this negative state, but also really take action that will help me move forward. One example that I can share with you where I actually applied this was not even that long ago, when I did my whole rebranding of the YouTube channel and I was like clear on what my message is and what I wanted it to be about. The next thing that I had to do is like come up with video ideas and scripting those videos. Like, coming up with the ideas and what videos to make was really easy, but then the scripting part like totally tripped me off. I was so frustrated because there's like different ways on how you can script a video, and I started scripting it and, writing down the points that I wanted to share. Every time that I scripted, it was like, yeah, but what about this and what about that? It worked so little that I ended up like spending 2 to 3 hours just on the introduction video on what I wanted to share in that video. And that video basically is just saying, hey, my name's Jada and I want to help you find your own way. But I got so lost in the scripting and I was like, oh, but this is important too, and what about this and what about that? I didn't know where to start anymore and where I wanted to finish. So I was like, okay, I think I need a break. I put everything to the side. Let's take a deep breath and look at this again. And instead of scripting the way I have been taught, I just did it very intuitively. I was like, okay, what is the main message? And this was like, okay, I want to introduce myself, introduce the channel and what it is about and how it works. And this is everything that I wrote down and nothing else. This actually goes against a lot of advices that you get on this area. But I just noticed the moment that I did this, everything felt light again and it flowed and it was easy. I was like, you know what, this seems to work for me. I'm just gonna try it out, and this is what I did. And this just makes the whole process so much more fun and enjoyable for me, which I think is really important, but is also specifically very important to me. And this is why I find it such a helpful and empowering question, because it really puts you back in control. So the next time that you are struggling with, a certain approach where you're like, it just feels constrictive and I don't like it and I feel frustrated and it's not moving ahead, just ask yourself this question: how can you make this work for you? And just, be open about the answers that you get. Like, maybe it's something that your mind's like, oh, we cannot do that, but just give it a try, because at worst, the thing that can happen is that it's not going to work. But at least you've tried it out, and maybe by trying out that thing, you will come to the actual solution that you needed in trying to figure out how to make it work for yourself. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I see you in the next one, and take care.